Hey guys, Dib the Awesome here to give you yet another Monster Legends video, and today I want to talk about the possibility of a new El Colossal breeding event that's coming up, and if you can guess by, the section here, it might be a nature El Colossal breeding event. I've been told by you guys that it's been hinted that the next one, there's going to be another El Colossal event, and it might be nature. And that, kind of opens the door to opportunities to rank up, any monster of that, element, If you guys are unaware what the El Colossal breeding events are, it just started to be a thing. The first one was fire, and this is a rumor. I don't know if this is true, but based on what everyone's been telling me, that's possible that we're getting a nature breeding event. And what these colossal breeding events are, they are guaranteed the results that you want, as long as you have the proper breeding monster. And they even connect to one another. So that part, it's really good. If you already have like a good connection of nature monsters, odds are you can make the nature monster that will be needed for a nature pairing that you want, to get the specific monster. For example, nemesis monsters are available, and this means you have a good opportunity to get Nadiel, the pyromancer. Now this thing is really, really good in the competitive scene. It's like a low-key rare gem because it's immune to like 3 DOTs. It gets like hardened or tough, like mini tough. It's not 35%, it's like 30, but it also gets like freeze immunity too. It's just a really good anti-healer. Has a lot of DOT, debuffer. It's just a good monster. It's just amazing. So you would have an opportunity to get him. You'd have an opportunity to get Defroster, who is a denier version of the two, but I still think you should go for Nadiel first. I think Nadiel the Pyromancer is really, really nice. To have reverse healing on a monster that's also applying DOT to you, really, really, really good. He can apply ignition, he can apply burning. It's just really good, and reverse healing is a really rare quality to have. It's like specifically on something that's not considered not helpful in a way. Let's take the Dr. Mari Helson, for example, right? That 50% curse isn't consistent enough to go with the reverse healing. There's not much stack to it. But, Nadiel's applying ignition and burning while also reverse healing, and that's or like he has things that go into the reverse healing. It's more consistent, it's better, it's cleaner. It's just a really good monster. Go for Pyromancer for sure. That should be top priority. What should go second? Well, based on the list that we have here, O'Reilly's a really good monster because it has area dodge. If anything, that should also be kind of first priority. Area dodge is just a powerful trait in the game, and this is actually the first area dodge monster. This is looking really nice to breed as well. As a person who has him already at rank 3, I'll tell you he works wonders, and he gets all the good stuff at rank 0 anyway. I mean, like, it was a monster before all these weird rank up requirements for, monsters. It's just a really good monster. I'd say go for him for sure. It's really, really helpful. Even to this day, it's just because of the fact he has area dodge, and he has such a stable moveset. Being able to cleanse effects while also possibly applying trait disable, because everything else is random. Mind you, he could hit you with reverse healing, just any other odd, like really odd debuff, but he removes any positive effects while doing so. It's just, again, useful. You can even single target cleanse. That can be useful at times too, to keep your sorry, my battery's this is my battery sign's fine. It'll last for the duration of this video, but it's just a nice universal debuffer, and it has an even area deny too. On top of that, it's nice. I like using him. I still use him to this day. That's how great he is. He's been out for almost a year, I think. It's just a lovely monster. Another possible good monster to go for is Yidra. Yidra is a very, very, very interesting monster because it has DOT immunity as a trait, so you just can't be DOT, period. That means you have to solidly kill Yidra, which could mean a very plethora of things, but the most being it could be annoying to get rid of. And it itself also never dies because she has a lot of healing. She's like a tank that just doesn't get punished enough. I feel like if you ranked this up, like especially to 3, I can't imagine it dying. I've never really fought against a Yidra, but I can imagine it never leaving the field, especially if you have a reviver. That's just how annoying it is. If you pair it up with like control immunities, I'm sure it's just there forever. It might even be good against like healing relic teams, and that's really useful because again, when the game starts, if you guys don't know what Yinja does at rank 3, it gets an area reverse healing as the buff. Now this isn't particularly useful. Actually, it is useful against Mega Taunters. I was gonna say it doesn't work too well, but realizing it, you'll probably force activate healing relics and that'll just kill them. So that's that's very useful. I take that back because what Megaton does, it draws in everything. So it'll also draw in beginning debuffs. I do believe. I don't know if this is right, but as far as I'm concerned, I've always seen the area debuffs been all attracted to the one thing. So it doesn't help at all. Grakon. Let's mention Grakon real quick. This is actually even higher than O'Reilly and even higher than Nadiel. Again, I guess even like let's just put all these at one. If you need for sure the best things in the game, Grakon, O'Reilly, or Nadiel the Pyromancer are for sure top priorities. They are really great monsters. I don't know again the recipes for them, but Grakon here has area dodge. It's basically O'Reilly but on steroids. It's really good. He doesn't have any cleansing qualities, but he does stunning. He has cooldowns activate. He himself is also immune to possession. He can't be possessed too. Also has area dodge. It's just a nice. Or what else does he got? Tough. Oh, he's got tough too. Even better because I think O'Reilly only had poison immunity, right? No, just area dodge and possession. He's even got a third thing that's good about him, which is lovely. So after that, what else would I say? Well, if you can get the universal breeding Joker for the nature monster, Urticus right here, that would be a good grab because then you don't have to pay the 599 gems they charge for him. If you don't have them in your inventory, it might be a good thing. I have yet to need to use them because there hasn't really been a breeding event where I've had to have them. And then again, I've just kind of lucked out. I've never had a situation for a monster where I didn't have that I needed him at that point, but it's whatever. It is nice to have, though. To have a Joker is nice when they ask for it. He's been in all the recent ones as of late, so you probably have to add him to your collection at some point. Sergeant Hallhead is, I guess I'll give you some, like, just personal recommendation ideas. I always liked Sergeant Hallhead, simply due to the fact he had Block Resurrection, Gravedigger, and it was just a self-sustaining tank. It's even tankier than Tollhugger, I think. The only real problem with him is he lacks any... Well, I don't think he does much damage. I don't remember him doing really any damage. Unlike Soul Hugger, he doesn't really clear things fast enough. He's really more so DOT oriented plus Total Blind. I like that area, Total Blind and Poison. He has fire protection and healing. Again, really just self-centered healing. He's not very much known for his universal protection, but he's a really self-tank. Like, he himself, I think, could just stay on there for a while. He also holds double shields, if I'm not mistaken, so he's good defensively. I think it's a good self tank if you want something to sit for 10 years. I think a fully ranked up Sergeant Hallhead could do that for you. I think it just sits there. You can even get things to heal it or whatever. It just sits there. It's lovely. This might actually be good with the additions of mythic monsters. I feel like this could sit out there for a while if you rank it up. If you could tell, I kind of want to rank this up if this event is a thing. I wouldn't mind the option to have a ranked up Sergeant Hallhead. I always thought the monster is cool, and maybe you guys would want to see me use it. It is a really cool looking monster. It's one of the better designs in the game. It's just got a cool backstory too. Fatted is also served well. It also has the best named move in the game called Fart Machine. Just a beautiful name for an attack is just Fart Machine. But Faded has never really served me wrong in the past, and it's always been a fan favorite as well. What Faded does is he pretty much has 2 resurrection skills, 1 area, 1 single target. Both are cleansable too, like in terms of like the bad effect. Let's see, whenever you revive something with Faded, it dies at some point, but you can always clear the bad condition, so there's never really a bad condition unless you don't prep for it. This does actually come to punish you again if you don't prepare for it, if like those monsters aren't self-cleaners. So just be sure to prep for it so you don't suffer any consequences and the plays are fine. And you can keep your 3 coins. It's a very good coin secure. I don't think that's a bad monster at all. Board Jork is also a really nice monster because there's a lot of things in this game that seem to be good right now, and they all seem to be winged books. Board Jork is really, really nice to giving everyone on their team Winged Hater, and they can destroy Clepiums, they can destroy Dunras. Like everyone's able to do that now. It's a great buff. Really overlooked nature monster. I think you should give him a shot. Has really great skills. And synergizes well with the new DOT monster, Zavipit, because he has an extra turn nature weakness, and this man does nature damage. Hey, perfect synergy. While also amplifying those specific cases. And he also gives a damage boost too, while also giving the Wing Hater buff. So that's pretty nice. I don't know if that was an area application, but I know he himself for sure gets a damage boost. He gets a damage boost and he gets Wing Hater. I think that was the case. I don't know if the damage boost was there. I can't remember. It's been a while since we used him, but it's a good one. Of course, Oikawa is also a phenomenal choice, along with Living Forest as well. I like the healing from Living Forest. It's also very unique in the sense he also applies Taunt, if I recall correctly, which is nice. It's just a really good healer. I think Living Forest deserves more credit because he's able to just spam heal while also removing effects on like a 1-turn cooldown. Kind of like the first, Ragnarok, if you think about it. He's just able to spam clean heal. It's just nice. It's just I like to think of him as a Ragnarok that's not busted. Like he came before Ragnarok, and that's the messed up thing. Though he did the stuff before the other things, but like it's nice. I think Living Forest is also good. Is there anyone else here? El Dino, obviously is a great wrestling monster. I like to use him. He's actually a mixed damage dealer. He does magic and he does nature damage. He majors in major, magic nature. He has, his magic damage also stuns. I guess both of his magic damaging skills stun, so that's a good thing to note. The nature skills daze too, so it's a nice combination. I enjoy using El Dino. I don't think El Dino is bad. Kiradar, if you want a damage dealer, don't look any further than Kiradar for nature. If you're looking for a nature damage dealer, Kiradar destroys pretty much half the planet, and it's amazing how good her scaling is. She has like a 75 damage skill. She has like a 60 damage skill. You'll more than likely see her on an attacking team than a defensive team. That's just because of base stat, like the lower base stats of her life, I think, and her speed. Actually, I don't think she was that slow, but her damage is good. Like her base damage, if you rank Kiradar up, you will see numbers because her basic attack numbers are really high. 75 and it was either 70 or 75 and like a 60, 65, damage skill. It's just nice. It's lovely, and she has like nature weakness, and it pairs well with the new mythic monster Zavipit if you got him, because for whatever reason they give him a weakener for nature and earth. But he doesn't have nature and earth attacks. That bothers me so much. But it's relevant for nature and earth damage dealers, obviously. And that's really it. If you guys are wondering why I didn't really mention the Forsaken monsters, I don't think the Colossal Breeding event applies to them. So if you were looking to rank up your Wicca or your Rebellious, it just doesn't work. They're not available for Colossal Breeding event, but everyone else essentially is. So if I didn't mention a particular monster, like your boy Plymouth, or Elitry or whatever have you. They're just not as huge as a priority as competitive stuff. If I was gonna do it personally, if I was gonna rate this, I'd say get specific competitive things done first. First and foremost, those are very important. If you know you're missing something that's good and it is an opportunity to get it, you should probably get it. It will probably help you competitively in those specific wars. And then second, just prioritize in any fun thing that you do use and you occasionally use competitively. Me, for example, if I was going to do this for, fun G's, if I was focusing on that for like competitive but also for fun, Sergeant Skullhead would certainly be on my list. I don't know if I'd get it all the way maxed out, probably 3. And then I'd probably want Oika maxed out. Elitry would be nice. There's quite a few that I'd like done, maybe. Like Plymouth has always been cool. Dude, rank 5 Carl. Who wants to see it? Rank 5 Carl. I think I could probably make that possible. That might be a possibility. But yeah, it's just El Colossal. Like these kind of breeding events are meant to be prioritized and just really what you want done. Like whatever you want to be rank 5. Yeah, it's possible. You can get possibly anything you want done. So that's just my personal view on it. Again, prioritize on specific things you know you could really need, competitively speaking, either for clearing Nemesis dungeons. Again, Nadiel's a high priority just to clear dungeons. He's really nice. He's really good. And then everything else kind of second. Whatever you personally want to start using more often than that. But yeah, that's it for this video. I'm Dead the Awesome, and I'll catch you guys later.